Product Lifecycle Management. So what is Product Lifecycle Management? Every product, right, whether it can be TV, mobile phone, or any accessories. So every product, right, will have its own life cycle. Life cycle in the sense, like there might be an idea which had been pitched into their mind from that phase to the end of the life cycle phase. So every product will have its own life cycle. So in this slides, right, let's understand what are all the different life cycles of a product and what are all the phases of each and every product is. What is PLM? PLM is Product Lifecycle Management, as mentioned. What is it? PLM is a integrated and scalable approach in managing the product and services from their initial concept to the retirement. Like as I mentioned, it is like identifying the different phases. What are all integrate? It's a step-by-step approach in managing the products and services from the initial concept. It can be concept which has come in the mind from that stage to the end of the life stage. I think end of the life cycle stage where we say that we will no longer ship this product further, or we'll stop the service for this product. So all this life cycle, all phases, right, will have is part of the product lifecycle management. So what does product lifecycle management contains? Product lifecycle management contains different phases where from the beginning to the end of the life cycle it can have different phases which we will discuss more in further, and it will also contain milestones in the sense when will the product will be delivered, or what will be the next increment of the product, what would be the next phase of the product. So these are all the milestones which will be part of the product lifecycle management. And what are the deliverables? It's not just the launch of the product, it is from the after launch we'll do more increments, and then we'll do another launch, or we'll do further enhancement for the product. So these are all part of the product lifecycle management. Now let's look into the different phases of product lifecycle management. So the first phase of any product lifecycle management is kickoff. Kickoff in the sense you have an idea, and now what we have to do? Kickoff will start with what is the market, whether it has to be there has to be some market research on the product, whether what will this product help in which segment of the market, or who will be the potential buyer for this product, which market segment we might need to focus, or is there any real market need for this product. So in the kickoff we'll have the base analysis based on the primary assumption and judgment, which is like what will the people judge if we release the product, will the people really buy it. So these are all some of the things which will be discussed during the project kickoff phase, where there be research would be done, and then they identify that I think this product would be really useful, or this product would not be useful. the market. So that decision will always be taken in the kickoff phase. And to identify whether the product should go to the next phase or not. So the next phase is the concept phase. In the previous phase, right, I think we saw we did a market research, and then we identified that to which market we may need to um, does the market really needs the product. If the market really needs the product, to which segment we need to market this, and what is the customer need, what is the customer demand. So we analyzed that, and then based on that assumption we thought that the product might be useful, and then we came to the next phase called concept phase. Concept phase is like you design a quick POC or proof of concept, or you design show something which people can think that I think this is how we want, this is what the people wants to. This can either be shown to either management who needs management in the sense like the owner of the who wants to do the product, or it can also be shown to the customer and to understand whether the market, this is the product which market will be getting. Based on that, I think if based on this concept, if the concept gets popular and concept is accepted, right, then I think it will be we move to the next phase. In the previous phase, we saw the one out to the previous phase we have designed the concept either through quick sketches or through computer diagrams or through quick implementation. We did that and showed the concept. Now once the concept is accepted and we want to do that, next what we have to do, we have to plan the implementation of the product, right? So in this phase, right, you have to identify what are all the requirements, what are all things should be part of the product, what all things should not be there, what would be the end product, how would we achieve, what are all the different phases of this project, what are all the milestones we want to deliver, and what are all the deliverables. So all these things, right, will be part of the planning phase. In this phase where this planning phase is very crucial phase once a product is approved. So this phase you have to estimate, give the correct planning, identify the resources, identify any external dependencies, stakeholders. So planning is the next phase is a very crucial. This phase would be the very crucial phase where you do the thorough planning of the product, and then you move to the next phase. In the previous phase we did all the planning, right? In the next phase we want to develop the actual product. So develop involves developing the development of if it is for a software, it involves all the software development with the team of its hardware, manufacturing the actual design, and verifying whether it is according to the standards. So if it is for software development, developing the software according to the requirements, according to the requirements which was planned in the concept and planning phase. So the development phase involves actual developing development and document what has been, how to use the product, and then verify. So these are the three phases in the development phase. You develop it, you document that saying how to use it, and then verify that this is how it, whether the things works accordingly, which is like testing the product. In the previous phase, we developed the product, right? Now that once the product is developed, it has to be tested thoroughly. Tested, it is either with the form of quality assurance, testing according to the standards, whether it is meeting the standards. If it is for electronic products, it has to meet some of the standards. Consumer electronic standards. If it is in the car, it has to meet some of the standards. So every product has to meet some standards, and then once this meets the standards, there will be an acceptance phase. So in this phase, the product will be thoroughly tested, and then based on the product, and if there is any adjustment needed, there will be some quick changes which can be adapted to the environment. And then once a product is ready, there will be an acceptance phase where the product is ready for either shipping to the market or giving to the customer. So this is the acceptance phase. So once the product is ready, developed, accepted according to the standards, now the product is ready to introduce into the market. So introduction to the market can be in different forms. Either you can introduce by having a brand launch of the product, brand launch party, or it can be any big event where you can launch the product. So it is just like a releasing of the product, release to the market, release to the customer, release to whom they want. So this, which is called introduction to the market. So this is where the marketing and sales teams will go and introduce the product to the required market or customers. And so the introduction is where it goes to the market. once your product is already launched in the market and introduced in the market or launched in the market, and you start seeing some progress or you start seeing some success, or there might be some there might be some corrections, like there might be some issues after the release, right? There might be some change in the requirement, or there might be some flaws in the design or flaws in the development. So this phase, right, in this phase you introduce the market, and you sustain the product in the market by keep selling the product and keep enhancing or keep fixing the issues, or keep maintaining the quality, or if some customer need new features, right, keep adding the new features, and then keep sustaining the product in the market, so that people would keep using it and keep maintaining maintaining that product for a long time. So this phase is where it is called as the maintenance phase or sustain phase. The product gets and the product should stay in the market for a longer time. If it's a good product, it stays in the longer time. So the last phase of the product lifecycle management is end of life. So end of the life is where we announce saying that we will no longer be supporting the product or services for this product, because this product might be in the market for some time, and then the organization want to introduce a new market. And also most of the time, right, organization wants to kill the product so that they want to introduce a new market. So in these phases, right, they always want to announce the end of the life, so that saying that we will no longer be supporting the project from now onwards. So this is the last phase of the product lifecycle management, where we say that the product has product development, product support, and all the product related activities are stopped, and this would be the end of the product lifecycle management. So these are the phases of the product lifecycle management. Thank you.